countries, is that it's just so you'll just see beggars everywhere. There's this natural assumption, oh, everybody's poor, everybody's this, everybody's that. Well, a lot of that comes out of ignorance. And that's why we like people to come here, because then they can see, and everybody who comes has said, I didn't think it would be this good. One thing that shocks them is that they don't see many people begging. So where have I seen people begging? There's a lady when you go into the CBD, she's there sitting on the street. There is a man in we've got a shopping mall about 15 minutes from our place, 15 minutes walk, 5-minute drive, and he is there all the time. He's an older guy, he'd probably be well into his 60s, and the problem is everybody who lives here knows that he's a drunk, and so he's just begging for that. So those are the two that I can think of. There's a guy, I wouldn't call him begging, but he has no legs. He sits in a wheelchair by a shopping centre and waits for people to come out of the car park and that. But he's not like this, you know. He waves at people and that type of thing, smile and wave. But the ones that you do see are the kids, especially during school holidays, because a lot of kids get fed, pretty much everybody I know of gets fed in school, and that might be the one meal they have during the day. So when the school holiday's on, that means that the parents have to find food for them. So it's easy just to send them out on the street. And so we've got Junction Shopping Mall, like I said, a few minutes from our house, and during the school holidays you'll see maybe 4 or 5 kids that are up there, and there'll be this older guy, we call him the pimp, and so I'm sure he gives them hints on how to get more money and demands it off them and things like that. Really just want to slap his ears. So school holidays are bad, and weekends. So we've seen the odd child on the side of the road where there might be a food stall or something like that. But yeah, it's not a hidden thing to ask for money. So we were at one place the other day visiting there. It's a very poor area, and this kid, probably 9, walks up and says, "Give me money." And I went, "Nah." Just walked off. Number one, because it's really rude, and number two, you don't want to breed that type of behaviour that just because you're a different colour means you've got money. So yes, there are some people begging, but the thing that always amazes me, and I love this about East Africa, is that people are hard workers. They'll work night and day to make money for their families, to be able to put food on the table, to pay their kids' school fees, do what they've got to do to survive. So one place that we go into is called the Kibera Slum, and it's incredible the amount of small businesses are there. People were selling fish or vegetables or chewing gum or whatever, all trying to work towards something. And people here work very long hours. So I've got a friend, she takes 2 hours to get to work every day, goes to work, 2 hours to get home. That's long, and that's the norm. In the mornings and evenings, you'll see thousands of people walking because they can't afford 40 cents for public transport. And so they would much rather put that money into their families. So people here work really, really long hours, and not necessarily for a lot of money. So on a construction site for a day, you might earn $5. But people here would much rather work than beg. So if that means going on the side of the road and picking up the endless plastic bags or bottles that people have thrown in their cars and take it to be reused again, that's what they're going to do. And working gives you satisfaction and a sense of pride too. So please don't assume that everybody's begging, because they're not. Very, very few. Different countries, different areas, it's quite different. And Pete has been up to Ethiopia, and he said he was shocked by the amount of young children begging. There's obviously a great lot of work that's got to get done there. So you won't see it out in the countryside because it's not acceptable behaviour. You're not going to make money that way. You're better off to go and grow some vegetables or something like that. So that's the end of my series of myths, questions and everything about East Africa where we live. Love you to come on over. You'll be surprised about how much you enjoy it. Bye.